Shalom to the nation of Israel. Before we get started, all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the elders, the apostles, the brothers, the men at Great Millstone that rule well, that taught me this truth. To the hopeful elect out there, scattered abroad, unlike it to a speckled bird, tabernacle of King David, 144,000 mighty men. Peace, blessings, salutations to the remnant, men, women, children, shalom, right? This your brother Shapar, right? So I seen this, I think 2 days ago, the day before yesterday. And me and the sister was talking about it, or whatever. You know, we had a little discord back and forth about it. And so she was even amazed, like, life for marijuana? Yeah, man. Isaiah 32:7. The instruments also of the cherub are evil. He deviseth wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speak of right. Yeah, man. Yeah. So let's look at this in these prison for profits situation, right? Let's get into it. So you got Jackson, Mississippi, a man sentenced to life in prison on marijuana charge has lost his appeal. And then you think the other ironic part about it is in other states that in other states it's legal to sell marijuana. You know what I mean? But watch, you'll see why they do this like this though. Thursday, the Mississippi Supreme Court ruled that Alan Russell's life sentence was not a violation of the 8th Amendment and was in line with the state statute. Woo-wee. These people, man. Deuteronomy. Let's man do the. The court didn't make a mistake because it's in line with the statute, so that life sentence it's upheld. 28 Deuteronomy, it's the curses though. Deuteronomy 28 and 32. It all go back to the curses, man. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thy eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thy hand. Yeah, you can't do nothing. You can. Well, the Supreme Court upheld a decision that was handed down, and you just have to go to jail for life for marijuana possession. So they said it didn't violate his rights. Russell was given life without parole in 2019 after he was found guilty in possession of 43.71 grams of marijuana, and that's not a lot. That's not a lot. That's not a lot right there. 40. Let's see how much weight that is. Let's see. 43.71. Let's see. Let's see. Grams to pounds. Let's see. Grams to pounds. 43.71. A pound is, that didn't work. A pound is 453. Wow. So yeah, see, a pound right here is 453 grams. So he only had 43. So he didn't have a pound. That was my point. I wanted to see that because I know that's not no pound. That's not a lot of pounds right there. That's probably about 100, $120 worth of weed, maybe. The conviction typically would have carried an up to 3-year sentence, but Russell was given the enhanced sentence of life under the state habitual rules. The defendant had previously been convicted of 2 separate charges of house burglary and 1 charge of being a convicted felon in possession of a firearm. So you get life behind that? The house burglary was bad, but it don't say he hurt nobody or nothing like that. It's not a violent crime. Under Mississippi Code, under Russell's conviction, the judge was required to give him life. Wow. This is crazy, man. He appealed that sentence to the Mississippi Court of Appeal, which deadlocked on 5-5 on a ruling last year. The Supreme Court agreed to hear the case. As a result, in a split decision, 6 jurors affirmed the trial's court ruling, saying that Russell received the only sentence of it. See, this is the bullshit right here. Because the trial judge followed the law of the letter, we affirm. We pretty much co-sign it. The high court goes on to state Russell had a history of being a violent offender. Where's the violence at? You ain't charged with assault, right? You didn't see no assault, no nothing like that. He broke into some houses and he was carrying a gun. He's a violent offender. Russell, though, said the courts have tossed out life sentences for habitual offenders, including Solem versus Helm. In that case, Jerry Helm, who had previously been convicted of 6 nonviolent felonies, committed a form of check fraud, writing a no account check. Under South Dakota law, yeah, they throwing people in jail, man. But let's see why though. It's crazy though. This is crazy. They touched on changing the attitudes towards marijuana. Mississippi joined many of its sister states adopted a medical marijuana program. They wrote, hey, you can even get medical marijuana in there. Pursuant to the bill creating program, the difference between jail for possession of 2.5 ounces of marijuana and owning it legally would be a prescription. Russell was convicted of being in possession of, see, that wasn't that much. Russell was you could get 2.5 ounces of marijuana legally, medical marijuana, but Russell was convicted of being in possession of 1.54 ounces. Yeah, that wasn't that much. He ain't had no pounds. He had not even 2 ounces and get life in prison for. That's crazy. So, but look, watch this though. Watch this. Prisons for profit. Let's look at the stats on this. Let's look at the stats on this. Lock, you look a little lopsided. I don't know what's up, my camera stand or the camera. I don't know. Let's get it over here. There you go. So now, private prisons have become the norm in the United States. It's time in society takes a look at the institutions. Are prisons really being used as rehabilitation, deterrence for crimes, or to have private interests started attach price tags to lawbreakers' heads and exploit their incarceration for profit? Here are the several key statistics that paint an ugly, troubling picture of the for-profit. Look, 500% increase. You see that? 500% increase. The biggest private prison owner in America, the Corrections Corporation of America, has seen its profits increase by 500% in the past 20 years. Moreover, the business growth shows no sign of stopping, having already approached 48 states to take over government-run prisons. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And now this going to Mississippi. That's where this guy's at. Now this is Mississippi prison. 10 to 60 pounds lighter. One way for profits prison to minimize costs is by skimming on provisions including food, psychiatrists who investigated privately run prison in Mississippi found that the inmates were severely underfed and looked almost emaciated. During their incarceration, prisoners dropped anywhere from 10 to 60 pounds. 100% of military helmets. Look, this is what they doing now. This is why they lock you up for life, and then the judge says, oh, well, it was legal for them to lock you up for life. This is why now. 100% of all military helmets, ID tags, bulletproof vests, and canteens are created in federal prison systems through prison labor. Though prisoners are generously compensated cents per hour, 35 cents per hour, it's clear having this inexpensive exploited labor force is critical to the military-industrial complex, that sells the equipment for big bucks to the military and to niggas like that the white boy that was up there with the military gear on, the bulletproof gear on in Buffalo shooting up people. I bet that the irony that most non-violent offenders are making war gear for others to perpetuate violence abroad without consequence is not lost on many of the inmates. Yeah, that's crazy. So you're going to have a dude in there doing life for some weed, and they called him, oh, he's a violent person. He didn't do no, but he going to make the war gear for the military. You see the hypocrisy of these people, man? Man, these peoples is a mess, man. These peoples is a mess, man. That's why you do these kind of lessons, man. You got to bring this shit out, man. These people, man. These people. Man, matter of fact, where is that one at? Before we get back to that, let's go over here. Ezekiel 35, I think. Ezekiel 35:1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it, Mount Seir, home of the Edomites. And say unto it, Thus saith the Lord power, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. Yeah, man. The Lord gonna stretch out his hand against thee, man, and make thee most desolate, man. Why? Because, let's get it, Micah. Let's get back to it, though. Micah, I ain't gonna make this too much longer, man. Just wanted to point this out, man. This is why this brother got life for not even 2 ounces of weed. He ain't got no violent offenses, or they would have charged him. They only got him with breaking into a house. They ain't got him with assault and battery, attempt murder, anything like that. They ain't got him for no. They got him for breaking into houses and carrying a gun. And he's a violent offender, and we gonna throw you in prison for life because we caught you with less than 2 ounces of weed. Come on, man. Micah 2:1. Woe to them that divides iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. Yeah, you go to the Supreme Court, man. They done slept on it. Oh, we looked at the case last year and we were split 5-5. So we'll let the Supreme Court look at it now. Oh yeah, we'll go and we'll sleep on it. We'll contemplate it and everything. And then we'll wake up and go, oh well, you know, the original courts that made this decision, they followed the law of the state, so it's really nothing that they did that was wrong. So we're going to go ahead and affirm the decision, and you got to go back to jail for life, sir. Fucking bullshit, man. And they coveted fields, and they take them by violence, and houses. They take them away, so they oppress a man So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. Yeah. Therefore, let's read 3. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, against this family do I devise an evil. We just said he going to stretch out his hand against Mount Seir, right? Therefore, thus saith the Lord, power, the Lord, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughtily, for the time is evil. Yeah, man. Proverbs 4. Yeah, this right here pisses you off, man. Jake gotta obey the laws here in the land that our captors, but still, this is fucking a mess right here. Proverbs 4:16. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall. Yeah, man. Proverbs 4:16. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. Yeah, man. It's crazy, man. So now let's look at let's read this. I had some more. You ain't even really got to read no more. The different corporations that make that profit from the prisoners in jail working for them. 90% occupancy. This was the one right here. States sign an agreement with private prisons to guarantee that they will fill a certain number of beds in jail at any given point. The most common rate is 90%, though some prisons are able to snag 100% promise from their local governments. Because of these contracts, the state is obligated to keep prisons almost full at all times or pay for the beds anyway. So the incentive is to incarcerate more people and for longer in order to fill the quota. Do you see that? Look at that. Look at that right there. This is what they doing. So you'll have people out here talking about, oh, black men, they don't do nothing but go to jail and this and that and whoop-de-whoop-whoop-whoop-whoop-whoop. But look at this. States sign agreements with private prisons to guarantee that they will fill a certain number of beds in jail at any point. The most common rate is 90%. Though some prisons are able to snag 100% promise from their local governments. So the governments, the mayors, the governors are signing deals. The police departments are under orders to arrest people, to put them in jail because they have a promise to these jails, to these prisons, that they have to keep 90 to 100% capacity. Because of these contracts, the state is obligated to keep prisons almost full at any times or pay for beds anyway. Who's paying for the beds? Not the government, the taxpayers. So the incentive is to incarcerate more people for longer to fill the quota. Man, these peoples, man, need their asses kicked, man. Ezekiel 11:2. These people need their asses kicked with the shit they do, man. And you have our women out here co-signing the shit that they do. Ezekiel 11:2. Then said he unto me, Son of man, these are the men that devise mischief and give wicked counsel in this city. Yeah, man. Wicked counsel in this city, man. Yeah, man. Well, Isaiah 10:1. Let's get that one. Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. Yeah, man. And what will ye do in the day of visitation? Yeah. And what will ye do in the day of visitation and in the desolation which shall come from far? To whom will ye flee for help? And where will ye leave your glory? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. This is crazy. Yeah, we just gonna look. It's more on this. It ain't get it. We ain't even get to the meat of this one. 25%. And every four people that is incarcerated worldwide is held captive in the United States. So United States is locking up everybody, man. How is it that a country with only 5% of the world's population has 25% of all the inmates? Simple. Prisoners are a source of revenue for private companies, so the demand for incarcerating them is especially higher. Do you see this shit right here? Do you see this shit right here? One in every four people is incarcerated worldwide is held captive in a United States jail. How is a country with only 5% of the world's population have 25%, a quarter, a fourth of all the world's prisoners is here in the United States, even though they only have 5% of the world's population? Simple. Prisoners are a source of revenue for private companies, so that the demand for incarcerating them is especially high. This is crazy right here, man. This is crazy, man. 11 times. Violent crimes are down overall, so how does the United States keep prisons stocked instead? Amplifying the war on drugs. 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 For less than 2 ounces, you get, and look at Jake's face. Look at Jake's face, man. Look at Jake's face, man. He look at Jake's face, man. Look at Jake's face, man. Look at his face. The rule, man. The rule. Life for less than 2 ounces of weed. Are you fucking kidding me, man? Woo. By amplifying the war on drugs, there are now 11 times as many people in jail for drug convictions than there were in the 1980s, constituting 50% of the prison population. And you know, if he was a so-called white boy, Edomite, you know he wouldn't be in jail for life for no fucking weed, man. Longer mandatory minimum sentences also keep the inmates in longer. Most people incarcerated for drug charges are non-violent, have no prior record, and are addicts rather than major drug traffickers. Yeah, you know that dude ain't no drug trafficker. They gave him no damn life sentence like he Pablo Escobar, man. Hey, man, Esau need his ass kicked. 50%, nearly half of all detained immigrants are held in privately owned facilities. The fact that ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, has stepped up its game to retain more undocumented immigrants, about 400,000 each year. Northern Kingdom has actually increased the need for private prisons, as most detainees will linger in the system, waiting for court dates for months, if not years. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Jake in jail, man. 45 million. The largest 3 profit prison corporations have spent more than 45 million on campaign donations and lobbyists on the fucking Democrats ain't shit too, man. Y'all need to get that through y'all head, man. Y'all motherfucking black people act like y'all we gotta you cut me and I bleed Democrat. Man, y'all peoples is dumb, man. The three largest non-for-profit prison corporations have spent more than $45 million on campaign donations and lobbyists to keep politicians on the side of privatizing incarceration. In light of all their ethical violation, it's obvious that they have to offer some incentives to keep in their business. Yeah, they giving up money to these niggas, man. Yeah, man, this is crazy, man. Well, it was some more now. Now watch these articles. Watch these articles. Private prison. I ain't gonna read them. I just want you to see the titles. Private prisons spend millions on lobbying to put more people in jail. So they go to the politicians and they taking them out to dinner, to lunch, and all of this, and donating money for them to throw you in jail. Private prisons charge inmates $5 a minute for phone calls while they work for $1 a day. Last year, the Correction Corporation, CCA, the nation's largest private prison company, received $74 million of taxpayers' money to run immigration detention centers. That's crazy. Private prisons spent $45 million on lobbying and rake in $5.1 billion for man. These people, man. These peoples is wicked, man. These peoples is wicked, man. Now I'll read a couple more scriptures. I had some other articles, man. You got this right here, how they try to talk it up. The whatever the case, is a non-profit organization. Yeah, it ain't non-profit, my ass. The different companies that's getting money off of, that's, you know, your McDonald's, Whole Foods, and all of these people, Wendy's, that's using prisoners to do things. This is crazy, man. This is fucking crazy, man. This is not our rest, man. Arise, this is not our rest, man. This is not our rest, man. You not gonna get no rest here with these wicked ass people, man. Let's get a couple more, we get out of here. Let's go Isaiah 3:1. Let's 3:11 rather. Isaiah 3:11. Woe unto the wicked, it shall be ill with him, for the reward of his hands shall be given him. Yeah, man. Yeah. Woe to the wicked, man. That's all we saying, man. We pointing this out, man. The shit that y'all do is wicked. There's wickedness all over this place, man. Psalms 94:20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by law? Psalm 94:20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by law? They gathered themselves together against the righteous, against the soul of the righteous, and condemned the innocent blood. And condemned the innocent blood, man. Life in prison for less than 2 ounces of weed, man. Yeah, I had this lesson on my mind today when I was out in the street. I was just thinking about it, like, damn, that's terrible, man. Habakkuk 2:6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. With the laws, man. With the laws of the land. They write some grievous law, and then they use another head to say, oh yeah, well, you know, that's the law of this state. So they wasn't outside their they didn't overstep their bounds when they sentenced him to life in prison for less than 2 ounces of marijuana, because that's the law of their state. So, you know, it's nothing we could do about it. Our hands are tied. Woo-wee. Psalms 58:2, man. No, let's start at 1. Psalms 58:1. To the chief musician of Asaph, Mitcham of David, do ye indeed speak righteousness? O congregation, do ye judge uprightly, O ye sons of men? Do ye judge uprightly, O ye sons of men? Yea, in heart ye work wickedness. Ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Yeah, man. That's all they gonna do is lie, man. So they come out and they gonna say, oh, well, you know, what they did was right, and it was legally, you know, it was legal. It was a legal decision. It's nothing really we could do. We slept on it. We thought, we debated it. We took it in and we I forget what, deliberate. Yeah, we took it in and we deliberated over it, and you know, we found that everything was on the up and up. Fucking people, man. Isaiah Isaiah 5:20, man. 5:20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Yeah, man. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. Yeah, man. These people going down, man, because this type of shit don't make no sense, man. Life in prison for less than 2 ounces of marijuana, man. So yeah, with that one, man, we gonna close out, man. All praises, honor, glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Ruach HaKodesh. Double honors to the elders, the apostles, the brothers, the men at Great Millstone that rule well, that taught me this truth. To the hopeful elect out there, scattered abroad, unlike unto a speckled bird, tabernacle of King David. 144,000 mighty men. Peace, blessings, salutations to the remnant, men, women, children. Remain spiritual out there. Kwam Yasharala and Abad Babal. Barakatham, family. Shalom.